let's try to understand further about how to figure out the force cube and its creation. Now, once the universe created one perpendicular arrangement, then after that it creates many other perpendicular arrangements, because the first arrangement exists in the universe for over a boundless time, because the universe has to know about it fully. That is called the universal interconnected wisdom. The entire universe has to know that it originated from light, mass and time, and light, mass and time existed as a single creation. They cannot be distinguished at the universe's origin, and then they got set up in three perpendicular planes, and after that these three perpendicular planes, the light direction of light is upward, and the other mass and time are acting here and here, and all these three elements, light, mass and time, exist independently in three perpendicular planes. They are independent from each other. So and also this separation, the arranging in three perpendicular planes took place. It took place instantaneously, and it didn't. They didn't separate. They didn't arrange in three perpendicular planes gradually. It's not a gradual arrangement. Once it was measured only. Everything, all three elements together, they got set up in three perpendicular planes. So those are the wisdoms. So those are the theories of the universe that now until this step. So, and nobody, as all these things are happening, nobody can stop this, and there is no other force or energy to handle these. They exist independently. Then after that, now the universe creates many light, mass, time origins. I mean, there is a unique origin. That was the very first one, and that is the one and only unique origin in the universe. And from that, and it has certain characteristics. Based on those, using those characteristics, the universe now creates new light, mass, time units. Then so these creations, now first the universe took boundless time for these for the unique origin to exist and to acquire the whole universe. But after it acquired the whole universe, only this arrangement got created, and then after that the universe doesn't take long time to create light, mass, time, these identical units. And also then the universe can create these arrangements quickly, soon, because now it has the wisdom of establishing, creating those. Universe has a well-established set of rules now, set of theories. So then all these arrangements at the beginning, the universe's origin, these lengths of all three sides are equal lengths, and also their directions will never change. Until today, those directions will never change, because these are created by the first perpendicular origin. These are we call these are the perpendicular origins, and the very first based on the very first perpendicular origin only, all these are created. Therefore, these directions will never change, and so So those things, and they set up, they don't set up gradually, and they create instantaneously. Then after that, and also we need to discuss why only these arrangements take place with equal lengths, because at the beginning they all were identical to each other. We cannot distinguish light, mass and time. Therefore, and also for the consequent creations. For the consequent creations, now we are going to explain how the first cube is going to be created. So if a cube is going to be created, then it should have all sides, lengths equal. Then when the lengths are equal only, everything can be connected together firmly. A perfect cube can be created. If one side is longer, the other side is shorter, and then we cannot create a perfect, we cannot create the cube. So the, right, now let me go ahead. Now therefore these kind of perpendicular arrangements are not possible. This is, when it comes to this, the light, direction of light is horizontal in this direction. I don't want to mention horizontal here because the universe still doesn't know horizontal, vertical. It knows this upward direction, because horizontal, if I say horizontal, then it depends on vertical. If I say vertical, it depends on horizontal. So something, this is upward. Then now here the light is in this direction, so it cannot be, because this is, now you will understand why have we taken the direction of light vertically or acting upward when we are describing the plants and beings. And this wisdom, my spiritual teacher explored this, and he experienced this, he discovered this through his wisdom. And it's not like by, he didn't discover this by looking at the plants and the beings. He straight away went to the universe's origin through wisdom, and after that, step by step, by improving, going to higher states of his wisdom, exploring further and further through the wisdom only, then through that wisdom only he came to know that the direction of light has to be upward. So that because that defines, the direction of light defines the depth of objects. There is a depth in the 3D world, there is a depth of height of every object. So that depth is given by the direction of light. Then that has to be a fixed one. We can explain those later. And this represents a longer longer side, so that also not possible. And this arrangement is light is in this direction, time is downward, that's also not possible. And this is, light is downward, that's not possible, because now at the universe's origin everything is identical to each other. These are identical to each other because this is, the universe creates these for the purpose, on purpose of creating new plants and beings, for the continuous creations, for the existence of the universe. Then at the beginning, if these kind of creations happen, then there can't be any, now see, at the beginning itself everything will be vanished. Now nothing can be joined together for new creations. The purpose is universe creates new things in order to join them together and continue the existence, continue the other creations, to go forward. So if these things are happening, at the beginning, then these are useless, because if this is different from the other one is different from the other thing. So there can't be creations like that. That's why everything is everything is identical and equal in length also. After that, keeping the direction of light unchanged, keeping it vertical, the light rotates mass and time in this direction anti-clockwise. Then what happens is, now in the new arrangement, it's known as the opposite origin, and in the opposite origin, the direction of mass is set up opposite to the direction of the original mass, and the direction of light is set up in the opposite direction to the original time. Now these are the only directions. Now previously no directions, now this has directions, and now this has new, for this arrangement there's 2 new directions now universe has. So this is how the directions are created at the universe's origin, and these will never change. So now when we are figuring out the force cube, now our purpose is to experience the universe's origin, to go to the universe's origin by awakening the wisdom. How should we awaken the wisdom? We have to think as the universe thought all these things, as the universe considered all those things from the beginning and created these steps, because the universe didn't have anything. So from nothing it's establishing everything and going forward, going ahead. So we also set up our brain in that way only. We shouldn't bring our directions here into the universe's origin, because there is nothing there at the origin. So the direction of light remains unchanged. Then after that, this is searching for its origin now. Its original perpendicular arrangement. Then this and the original perpendicular arrangement that was identical to this, now they are joining. They join together to create the force cube. So this is how they join. Now light, mass, time for this perpendicular origin, and for the opposite origin, direction of light unchanged, and this is the direction of the opposite time. Opposite time is here. This is the direction of opposite mass. So this is how they join. After that we can go to the next step. When they join together, it creates this arrangement, and then after that it completes the force cube. The force cube, now the most important feature is here, the direction of light is unchanged, and now once the force cube or the energy cube, this can be called as the energy cube 2. So this edge has light. The direction of light is acting upward, and along this edge also the light is acting upward, and the mass and time is here and here. Opposite time and opposite mass, those two are acting here, and so it's like this. Now when we separate it from here, the same thing we can get here also. So these two combine, these two join together, because now once this rotation took place, now this wants back. Now this was done by the light, and there is no other force, no man or any other force is acting at the universe's origin, to stop this rotation. This was rotated. To stop that rotation, no other force acting in the universe. Then therefore no obstacles for this rotation. So it happens instantaneously, and nobody is going and asking, why are you rotating? Why do you want to rotate in this direction? No. So this is done by the universal wisdom. The universe knows what it should do as the next step. Then once this is rotated, the purpose is to create the force cube. Then once it is created, now we can see that it's creating a perfectly, all the sides are equal, a perfect cube. And once this is created, we can see that now different planes, this plane is there, and this plane, like that there are 8 planes for this, there are 6 planes for this force cube, and along each plane, either light, mass or time, or opposite time, opposite mass are acting. Now let us discuss those planes again. Now how do we define those planes? Based on what conditions we define those planes? Now let us discuss about the different planes and their directions. On the force cube, the plane A, B, C, D, this face has the direction of light is along here, acting on this edge and this edge too. And therefore, now see, the direction of light is acting along AB as well as DC. So so this plane has that same direction. So this is time plane, its direction is here, forward. And also due to the opposite time, this plane HGFE plane has the this line GH has the direction of opposite time, and it's here, and here also direction of opposite time. So that plane is acting in opposite direction. The direction of this plane is opposite to this plane, right? So this plane, the direction of this plane is opposite to the direction of this plane. So those two have opposite times. This has the opposite time, this has the time. And because these directions are very important to figure out the consequent creations, because universe has no other directions yet. After that, now for these two planes AHED, for this plane the mass is acting here, and throughout that plane the mass is acting in this direction from here to here, and on top also the direction of mass is acting. Then this is BGFC plane. So the direction is, this is opposite mass. Then its direction is opposite to the direction of this plane. These two are opposite direction planes. Then the top and bottom planes. So now we have already given the directions for 4 planes of the force cube or the energy cube. We have already given, or the universe has already given these directions. Then after, as we have already given, then we can't give those directions. We can't give those planes in other direction. Then only the 2 planes are remain, top and bottom. So that is, those two planes are the light planes. But unlike the other two planes, these two planes, the directions were acting along those planes. But for the light plane, the direction of light is perpendicular to that plane, top and bottom. For the bottom also, this is the bottom, this is the top plane. The direction of light is perpendicular. So this is perpendicular. Therefore, the light is not acting along in any direction along these top and bottom planes. It represents, this direction of light represents the depth. From here to here, the depth. Right? And then what happens is, now this perpendicular origin rotated by an extra force. The light rotated that these two mass and time. The light rotated mass and time by an extra force. Then it created the opposite origin, because in order to create the force cube, due to that extra force acting on these two, due to the rotation, those two are unstable. Those two have energy deficiency. Now they want to come back to their original form, original energy state, which is this perpendicular origin. They want to come to the original due to the energy deficiency, and so this is where now therefore we can due to these opposite direction planes and due to this rotation, the force cube gains a polarity. Now this is where the polarity or magnetism originates in the universe. So if we give this plane as the positive, this is not mathematical, just to show the opposite characteristics. If we give this as a positive polarity, this has a negative polarity. This has a positive polarity, this has a negative polarity. Right? So now they always, right, due to negative means it has some energy deficiency. So this has negative, this has negative, this has positive, this has positive, and this plane has negative polarity. So now these negative polarities, now they want to come back to their original energy state. Then we can discuss what will happen to the force cube when they are trying to come to their original energy state. Due to the energy deficiency, the opposite planes want to come to the stable state. Therefore, now for an example, now this is the front plane, and it's positively polarized, and its opposite plane is negatively polarized, and so this negatively polarized plane wants to come to its original state. Then because of that polarity or the magnetism, it can attract another force cube outside. This is an outside attraction from the surfaces only, and so then for this to come to the stable state, this can attract, this can join with this force cube. So this negative plane, negative mass plane attach with this positive mass plane, and similarly this is positively polarized and this is negatively polarized, the time planes. This negatively polarized plane can attract another positively polarized plane, like this plane, and this positively polarized time plane, mass plane, can be attracted towards another negatively polarized time plane. So like that, from all four sides, front and its opposite one, and the two mass planes. So there are altogether four polarized planes. These four planes can attract force cubes externally. Then, but even though they attract and try to come to the stable state, they never come to a single. They never, as the negative and positive planes are joined, the joined new plane will never come to the original state because it's oppositely polarized. Those two are different, opposite. But now, for an example, we can take the combine new creation with two force cubes joined by positive negative mass plane time planes, and this will not be the joining does not create a single plane, but the top plane, this is light and this top plane is also light. Those two are identical. Those two are not polarized. The light planes are not polarized. Therefore, these two, when the two force cubes join together by the time planes, the top plane will act as a single plane. So these both represent the light. And it creates a very strong bond also, because it's the same thing. And so that top plane is very strong. The bottom plane is also light. Those are also light planes. So the bottom is also very strong. And the force cubes, there are other creations using the force cubes. Those creations take place inside the force cube. Such as creating the teeth, the human teeth. Those things, those creations happen within the force cube. These creations happen outside the force cube. So the surfaces are powerful now when the force cubes attach outside. Then the surfaces are powerful. And yes. Then we can discuss when 4 force cubes join, then what would be the creation. That also we can discuss.